The NBA is getting destroyed. Basketball has not been played at a level like this. I mean, there are three players pretty much averaging 30 points a game, which we pretty much haven't seen before. The rebounding is just too high at this point, and teams are tanking so much. It's kind of scary. The Chicago Bulls are somewhere like 4-17, and they're trying to tank for a good pick, while like Houston is like 13th seed, and they're actually trying to play basketball. And the East and West is so different; it's really scary. The top three teams in the East pretty much rival the top three teams in the West, but to get into the West conference playoffs, you need to have at least a .500 record. The Hornets right now are 11-13, and they are 8th seed in the playoffs. The NBA is just starting to break at this point because players are playing too many minutes. LeBron and the Lakers are just dominating for some reason. Curry and the Warriors are just playing the worst basketball they've played over the 3 years that the Warriors have been a dynasty. Cleveland's playing worse than we expected, which is kind of scary, seeing as we didn't expect much from them. And Phoenix and the Bulls are both tanking horribly to make the NBA not as fun. Teams are scoring too much a game, and it's starting to get a bit scary. Like in the NBA, let's say the Warriors, they're averaging like 115 points a game. I mean, teams are scoring too much points, and at this point, look, 116.8 points a game. That's kind of scary. Fourth seed in the West. The Clippers, the no-star Clippers, are first or second seed in the West. And that's weird, seeing as the Clippers don't have one really established all-star yet. And the Nuggets, they're playing really, really well. I mean, Tobias Harris is only averaging 21 points a game. The NBA is just broken at this point. I mean, Tobias Harris is leading the team in points and rebounds. And the Nuggets, they've got like one, maybe two all-stars on the team, and they're first or second seed in the West. So right now, for some reason, teams with no stars are starting to dominate with teams that have stars. Like, look at the Suns. Devin Booker is an established star. He may not be an all-star yet, but he's an established star. And look how they're doing, 4-20. Yay. The Rockets, they've got two established all-stars, and Clint Capella can be an all-star, can maybe become an all-star this year. And look how they're doing. Whoops, 13th seed in the West. Teams that don't have stars, that don't have an identity loss, are doing better. I mean, Boston Celtics, they're playing like horrible basketball, seeing as what happened last year. I mean, 6th seed in the East. That's pretty bad. And then the Raptors, every team that has either one player playing super duper well or no players playing super duper well is always doing well in the NBA. I mean, Cleveland, they've got Kevin Love, but that doesn't really count because they're Cleveland. But every team, except for maybe Oklahoma, is playing horrible if they have more than one star. I mean, the Celtics are playing horrible with like six players who could become like all-stars, could become. And then they're just all like, it's not fun watching the NBA at this point because one team's going to score 150 and the other team's going to score like 110, which is kind of an exaggeration, but you know. San Antonio Spurs, probably at this point their worst season in like a long time. 14th in the West, that's pretty bad. And then Philadelphia, Joel Embiid's becoming an MVP candidate. Like this next year, he might be the MVP. Bucks are being carried by Giannis, but Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe are just really, really helping the team. Like, if you watch the Milwaukee Bucks, you can see that Giannis isn't totally carrying the team. It's Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe are helping the team a lot. And Knicks are just the Knicks. They never play well. And then Brooklyn Nets, Karis LeVert was looking like an all-star in the beginning of the year. And then I don't know why this has to happen, but of course he like tears his ankle or something. Detroit, they're playing okay, but I mean they're playing better than last year, much better than last year. But I'm pretty sure at this point in the season, Detroit Pistons was playing pretty well. But now they've got Blake Griffin averaging 24 points a game and Andre Drummond averaging 15.5 rebounds a game. So it's kind of crazy. And then Miami's just playing like Miami. And Portland, their two-star thing isn't working out. Just like the Wizards, who are playing the worst basketball like anyone's ever seen them play. And that is my insight on the NBA. Thanks for watching. This is my first video. Please like and subscribe.